I need to clean my computer, don't I? Hold on, let me grab my shit.
Bring in the great Jack the Sobic. Jack has joined us. I'd like to, as we're
Oh, it's
doing
fucking that?
with Jack, can we take the other camera? I want to sweep and show the audience exactly the layout, the logistics of the VIP.
Yeah, hold on. I don't wanna hear Steve Bannon. So this is a shot inside the funeral right now. Obviously, it's not to capacity yet. People are still coming in. Um, there was about between 100,000 and 300,000 people supposedly that were waiting outside. So not 100% sure how long it'll take. I think they're supposed to start it at like 2 o'clock. So right now you're getting music and all that type of stuff. Steve Bannon, for some reason, is holding the big coverage. That and Turning Point USA. So that's nice. But the weird thing is about Steve Bannon and his live stream is they're basically treating it like my wife said, like it was a fucking sports game, which was really creepy, don't you think? Yeah, they had the headsets like it's John Madden and stuff. Really weird. Um, so anyway, people are still filing in to Charlie Kirk's funeral at State Farm Stadium. So far, I'm not seeing any protesting. People were camped out at like 2 in the morning. And so, what'd that asshole say?
They rejected it.
Uh,
I think they just said hi.
Hi. And so that's what, excuse me, we have going on over here. Anything that people put up on TikTok is getting restricted immediately because they're assholes over there. So YouTube is the correct answer. Drink, baby. YouTube is the correct answer. Nope. Emily is cozy as a.
Under her big blanket.
Nope, that's kicked off.
Okay, so she got too hot in that.
Oh man, excuse me. See, I might have put the wrong title in there
You put news.
for the description. For the title, it just says news.
On this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Word? Because I haven't changed it. Really? Really? It just says news? Oh my god. Okay, so right now, Turning Point USA is doing the big live stream and all that type of stuff. Yeah, you can change it in mid. Okay, so I want to show you some stuff from earlier at Charlie Kirk's funeral and the people that are waiting there. Like I said, so far um, there's no, but it just kept it. That's weird. So people are waiting to get into the funeral of Charlie Kirk. You have people that were waiting starting at 2 to 3 in the morning, and there's rallies here. This is in Phoenix outside of it. What's up, Femboy? How you doing? How you doing, Dave? And so these are people that are coming to the funeral. These are just video clips of it and people that were waiting stretched around. And I'll just show you some of this footage while they're doing the what have you in there. So there's quite a few people out there, as you can tell. I didn't see any protesters so far. There was some word that it might be there might be protesters, but I'll show just one more time and then I'll move on to another. But yeah, no protesters, just people showing up. So, frankly speaking, I was watching the funeral, and I'm going to show you some of this stuff on the way. I'm not sure how many bikers, but I will say we have stuff like this that's going on, where you have people coming from across the country. There's the bikers showing up, or at least some of them. So, yeah, speaking of bikers, sorry, we have a motorcade of bikers coming in. I'm not sure how many Hells Angels or anything like that, but there is their own security coming out. So like I said, there was reports that liberals, supposedly liberal agitators, were supposed to be protesting Charlie Kirk's funeral, and as of now, we haven't seen a damn thing. So that's nice. That's nice that you can actually have a funeral in peace. But yeah, so that's what's going on here. You got memorials all over the place. You got shit like this where people have actually painted. What's up, BG? Where people have actually painted their barns with Charlie Kirk's face on it. So in essence, they made Charlie Kirk a martyr. And now you have I hate to say this, anybody out there that's a liberal, I've looked at the favorability rating of the Democrats, and right now the favorability rating of the Democrats is at the lowest it's been since 2013 or something like that. And so that's just how it is. Now that's by Gallup, and also Real Clear Politics was showing that yesterday. So I was hoping that the liberals wouldn't come out and protest the funeral, because if they did, it would just be a death sentence for the Democrat Party. But so far, we're not seeing that. So at least out of self-preservation, it looks like the Democrat Party has at least stayed away or limited their protesting of a man's funeral so that they don't look like the fucking Westboro Baptist Church. About that picture? Because it looks fucked up? Well, that, but... Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. Why don't I have a memorial? I don't know. Why don't you ask the media? I'm not them. So you're like holding me responsible for what other people are doing. So I'm just showing you what the fuck they're doing. So I don't know what you want me to do. You want me to write the president and ask him? If you're going to ask me, why don't you go ask them? Well, why don't you have a thing for dead kids? It's like, I don't know. I don't have any money or a stadium. So what the fuck do you want from me? I mean, really? I mean, do you hear yourself? Really? Like, contact the White House. What's up, Southern? Contact the White House and ask them why it is. I don't give a fuck. This is called a news cycle. I report the news. So once this is over with, when there was a school shooting, I fucking said something about it. Now this is that turn. So if you don't like it, fuck off. I don't know what to tell you. Right? I'm just showing you what we're doing here. This is the reality of today. And tomorrow it'll be something else. Know what I'm saying? That's the realities of life. You know, on my TikTok page, I've already covered the fucking black kid that fucking was found hung. Right? You got to like kind of get out of your own way. You know, shut the fuck up for a minute. Jesus Christ, soulless ghoul. What about the kids in Palestine? Well, that's not what we're talking about today. What's up, America? You know what I'm saying? We're talking about this, and then tomorrow we'll talk about that. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be their day, doesn't it? Always.
Every day, sir.
Every day's their day. That's right. Hey, what's up, America? Yeah, the crowd's still not done. I'm trying to fucking see because some people are blowing it out of proportion, saying, "Oh, there's 70 million people there." There's clearly not 70 million people there, but there's also not 50 people there. Why, yes, Psycho. How did you know? That's absolutely correct. I forgot I'm on YouTube. I can talk about weed. This isn't TikTok. I've been so, what's up, America? You doing right stuff. I've been so downtrodden by TikTok. So this is last night's little thing. So I'm just reporting what I'm seeing. Hell yes, like I guess like if you can tell the noise, then you're in good company. And so that's what that is. I've got a concentrate paint pen for the joint. So I'm gonna get this one and put concentrate in it, and then I'm gonna take the concentrate pen and then yeah, and then brush it on the outside. So it's gonna be a double whammy. But right now, because all the other stuff, if you show it'll just be copywritten horse shit. We'll just show you what we're doing here. And this is earlier this morning. Now, Trump is supposed to be there, and so is J.D. Vance. Don't know what they're going to really say. It's going to be huge, I'm sure. It's not as fun. Yeah, it's not as fun. YouTube is way funner. This is a manager that brought pizzas to people. I would have been worried it would be poisoned. Is that weird? That's my first thought. Like if somebody was like, you're waiting at a Charlie Kirk funeral, they're like, here's some free pizzas. I'd be like, no thanks. Sorry, no thanks. I don't want to do that.
Hey, I'm gonna say it since y'all don't want to say it, man. Enough's enough, bro. Like, you finna go try to protest this man's funeral, bro? Like, for real, really, bro? Man, anybody that goes to Charlie Kirk funeral to protest, you seriously need to be evaluated for mental illness. You do. That's crazy. What are you protesting? You don't want people to go and show sympathy for this man and what happened to him? Because y'all be stuck on the empathy word, bro. Do you know what empathy means? Empathy is showing sorrow in a way in which you put yourself in someone else's shoes to get a better understanding as to
There you go.
something that they're dealing with. I can't empathize with someone who is of the alphabet community because I would have to be in a delusion to feel where they're coming from. There is no empathy for that. That's just mental stuff, bro. Like, what's wrong with y'all? But this protesting stuff has gone way too far. These folks want to protest every single thing, and these protests lead to nothing. You accomplish nothing with a protest besides making a bunch of noise. You know, the Sharpie sales go up. You buy a lot of boards and stuff like this, but it does nothing but show exactly how hateful most of you people really are. But to go to a funeral to protest, you mentally ill. I'm gonna say that, bro. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with your cranium. You need to be evaluated, bro, for mental illness, bro, for real. Me personally, they are already on the news talking about somebody got caught trying to enter into the event with, you know, a weapon on them, trying to, you know, pose as a police officer. I don't know what to tell you. There's gonna be a lot of people there, so be safe if you do go. But people trying to protest a funeral, man, that's wild to me. Protest a funeral? You gotta get a life. You gotta get a life, bro. It's not that serious. It's really not that serious. His life was serious, and what he did for God was serious. But you hating God so much in which you want to go protest, yeah, you missing it.
There you go. Like, yeah, you missing it. Yes, you are missing it. That's correct. I assume they're going to. Thank you, Ronson. What's up, Legacy? So that's inside the plane. Here is. That was a couple of days ago. Over here. So a couple of people are down there. The older millennial flew down to the funeral. I mean, it is fucked up that you can't speak in America without someone shooting you. I mean, that's the thing. I can't get behind that shit. TikTok won't let you send a DM. Of course not. Yeah, TikTok sucks my asshole.
Is there any twist on this later? An object at rest will stay at rest. For every action, there's an equal.
Okay, we've seen that one. Now, here's a nice one that I've seen. This was a person that I saw the other day. This was actually, what was this? This vile man who held up a sign saying Charlie Kirk deserved to die at a unity rally has been found, and they have this person, and they're doxing this person. Try not to dox people if possible, but also don't be a douchebag and go out there and fucking try to, hurt people and shit like what the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus Christ. There's vigils and rallies around the world. I think people have had enough of the, oh god damn, why are they showing that? Thought fucking X had removed all that crap. Da, 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 da. So let me roll this joint real quick. Hold on a second. By the way, subscribe if you're new here, or if you're not, and if you got a bunch of money, don't forget to donate. Elon Musk, if you're watching, and I know you are, you sick fuck. And Jeff Bezos, I've written to you multiple times. About my house that you were supposed to give me. And he still has not written back. What an asshole. Yeah, no one should die for their politics. It's an even flow of life when it comes to politics. So when people are like, well, I don't like this person's, it's like, God, that's fucking stupid. Oh. We got as many people watching as Will and Dawn. Adventuring with Will and Dawn, riding all over Tennessee in their little yeller Jeep. Let's see what else we got here. These are people waiting.
We're on scene at the State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. These lines started around midnight, and they're just unbelievable. I'll take a quick spin around and get a feel for how many people are here.
This dude on a golf cart. That's right, Legacy. Oh man, Elon followed me on TikTok. Elon said on TikTok, if I invest with him, and I just send him my bank account and routing number, that he would make all my dreams come
I
true.
bet he
Yeah,
would.
absolutely. So of course I absolutely did, and my credit card numbers. I didn't hesitate actually. I was like, well, if Elon's around.
Well, I will say this. I'm fearful that there's too many people in this country that will resort to this. But I am hopeful that we had a good conversation that would all agree with that.
Yeah, they don't travel together. They're both on separate aircraft.
White nationalist, racist, sexist, anti-gay. But you know what's really sickening? Is there are racists out there. What have I ever said that's racist? Name one thing.
You.
Name one. Like who? Like Candace Owens? Oh, Candace Owens is a racist. Name one thing I've ever done that's racist.
Where's that person from? Paper cutout.
Charlie Kirk is a baby
I'm not
and fucking.
They say F Chuck. No, the signs talk for their hatred. Does it bother you that on the Supreme Court? Does that trigger you? He never raped anybody, nor raped
The fact that
You need to stop talking. Hi, Mom. And
Why do I need to stop talking?
you're bringing hate to this campus, and there was none
No,
before.
actually, love and unity and conversation and
Yeah.
agreement and pictures with Democrats. I love
deer in the headlights.
hatred. Calling people racist man babies. There are real racists. Can I
You've had people been assaulted because of your organization.
No one's been assaulted because
At
of me.
Texas State? What about that? What do you have to say about that? Silence.
What do you
Thank
mean?
you.
We have an event. We have an event there tonight.
She gave him 1 second.
Government election, your organization on campus had it rigged. Yeah, you look away from me because you know it's the truth.
So I'll allow our student members to talk about it. But I will say this: there are real racists in the world. And when you call people
I'm just gonna walk away. God, I'm sick of fucking pathetic shit like that. No, I'm sure. People are still trying to do that. I actually have videos up here where I'm like, fuck these assholes that were doing this shit.
Charlie, 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 Charlie.
Kind of a weak rallying cry there, bucko.
All right, what state's everybody from? Texas, the great state of Texas. Texas, California, lots of California.
Can you hand me the concentrate pen, hot stuff?
I have more hope now. All right, what state everybody from?
Cheering for a hate monger.
Virginia, Idaho, Kentucky. That's where I'm from too. Sweet.
Anyway, let's see.
Lexington.
Sorry.
Corbin, much better than Lexington.
Okay, what do we got here? Man, this is, it's all sticky.
I know. That's what I said.
Get rid of that governor you got.
How do I get sticky like that?
That was it on your fingers.
Canada?
I mean, it's like all
Canadian
over.
patriots here too? Oh man. Yeah, this. That's a hell of a flight. Thank you for your service, sir.
To the other side of the barrier, please move to the sidewalk. We don't want anyone getting hurt. Cars are still coming through here.
Oh. Pff. Leanies. State Farm sucks. State Farm is trash. Fucking State Farm, bunch of bastards. Those motherfuckers suck. And Candace Owens sucks. I don't care what anybody says. That bitch is a grifter. Damn, that is a lot of concentrate on there. I think I went a little over. Okay. Yeah, they've already started the Christmas stuff early. So that usually means that the earlier they start it, though, oh shit, there's still concentrate pouring out. The earlier they start it, the worse the season usually. Or that's why they're extending it. Trying to. Yeah. There you go. Thank you, hot stuff. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, let's take a look at a little bit more. They're doing the Charlie Kirk Memorial Service, but not really feeling that music. You know what I'm saying? So these are going on. People are posting shit. They did put up a fence against possible protesters. Massive fence around State Farm to protect in case Democrats, at least that's what they said, protest or whatever you want to call it. Now you have a bunch of little kids saying they're Charlie Kirk. Local restaurants closing every day. Oh, absolutely. It's ridiculous. They put dumpsters up to protect. Oh, here, I got to move, don't I? Oh, okay. So I'm just showing you what the funeral's like. So we've got some of that going on. Right now you have Secret Service. So this is one thing you got is Secret Service on the, and you have a sniper rifle over there. Nice weapon there. You also got Secret Service there. Watching out. Very nice. Am I a leftist extremist? No. So that's nice that you got Secret Service up there. I don't know, man. I don't think Candace Owens knows what the fuck she's talking about. At least not on this issue. It's like Israel didn't do it. What the fuck is wrong with people? Jesus Christ. So that's outside of the Turning Point USA. I think that's, yeah. So this is what you got going on right now with the Charlie Kirk Memorial situation. I said a bad word. Never understood me. I'm random, but apply it to Candace. Yeah, I know, but I saw the footage of it, though, and it's just, I don't see the nefarious shit. Not yet. I don't see a, quote, smoking gun like I did in other conspiracy theories that I've seen in the past. Like, this one doesn't have a tell like a lot of them. And I've seen the footage. It just doesn't shout to me like some of the stuff I've seen in the past. Some of the stuff in the past was just like blatant. As not even blatant, but like you could put 1, 2, 3, 4 together real easy. You're even medium, it doesn't even matter. But like what I saw was there's a pretty logical sense to what they were saying. Although I do believe the political, like trying to push the political narrative further is definitely true. Like trying to do it on purpose. And that's to be expected, though, in any government. So if somebody dies that holds your position, you're going to uplift them in order to do it for political and psychological gains over the public. So And we definitely saw that with this, and we're going to see it if there's any right-wing agitators going against the left anytime in the future. Where is that at? That's at the Heritage Foundation. Okay, great. So they're still talking about trying to get over, and like you have things like this guy right here, right? Like this guy with the badge, right? But then puts it away, right? So you have stuff like that that's creepy as fuck. But you also have people out there that are creepy as fuck too. So like when creepy people do creepy things, I just think it's a matter of course for humanity because a lot of creepy motherfuckers exist in the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying is what you're saying, what you know what we're saying, right? I'll play this again. I remember this. But it doesn't excuse the violence that I've seen politically. And so people want to keep saying, well, this person was a hate preacher, this, that, or the other. But nobody deserves to die. But then I think there's a weird normalization of it here in America where people are like, well, I think we should normalize. Like one girl was saying we should normalize clinical assassinations. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, so it's just a bunch of hating ass motherfuckers. But then you get shit like this in real life. See? Then, of course, the government, I mean, like, look what I'm showing you right now. It's sad optics, right? Sad optics. So, I've worked at an airport before. We've taken coffins off of planes. And they look at the emotional music and the slowing down of the footage to bring an emotional response on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And that's done. If it was the left and one of their champions had been killed, the left would do it also. They would just do it in a more manner that's conducive to either hate speech or some shit like that. Whereas the right would do it as an attack on personal beliefs and the cultural norm is what they would say. So, and what it is, of course, the midterms are coming up, and Democrats may not want to believe it, but I've seen a great deal. By the way, Steak and Shake paid for this right here. So that was paid for by Steak and Shake, by the way, that billboard. So, but anyway, so you're going to have this division that's going to continue for quite some time. And if the right attacks, then what's going to happen is the left will use it as a hate speech. So like the Jimmy Kimmel thing, the left is trying to drum that Jimmy Kimmel shit up into something that's huge, but it's not as big as somebody getting killed. You see what I'm saying? So like they can bitch about Jimmy Kimmel all they want, but it's not going to equal the damage that's been done to the Democrat Party. So the Republican Party might lose 2% because of the Jimmy Kimmel free speech thing, but the Democrat Party will lose 25 or 30% because of it. And you're like, well, what the fuck? How is that? Are you kidding me? And it's like, yeah, because one is seen as a violent death attack and the other one is seen as just, so it sweeps the free speech, if there is any violations on free speech, under the rug, while then it allows for you to attack your political opponent. At the same time, the left would do the exact same thing when it comes to school shootings or anything like that. So it's just a back and forth. Trump's cabinet stuns America, saying the most beautiful words about Charlie. Oh, God, are we doing this? Are we doing this? We're doing this. Okay, I'm sorry, we're doing this.
Charlie Kirk was a great Christian man, incredible patriot, a visionary leader, and a kind human being.
Why do you say my need for division? Fuck you. I'm not trying to divide anybody, motherfucker. Who do you think you are?
As the leader of a Christian movement, a revival. I think through eternity be remembered as our generation's maybe greatest evangelist.
I was in touch with Charlie.
Oh.
going back many, many years.
Over
The
Billy
last
Graham.
time heard from him was the day before he was assassinated. The most fitting description I've heard of Charlie Kirk over the course of these last several days has been the description of calling him one of one.
It's called a favorability rating. They have favorability
I was
polls.
actually quite nervous. I don't get starstruck very often, but he was one that I knew about and the impact that he had. And so when I met him, he was sitting at this, he's so tall and he was at a little small desk. And I was like, I don't think that desk quite fits you.
Big, giant, tall guy walks in, full of energy.
Howard Lutnick.
Just enthusiasm and passion.
The first time I met Charlie was...
Yeah, he was fired by ABC.
2021, and I did his podcast, and I think both of us approached each other with some trepidation because we came from such different, let's say, constellations of presumptions and worldviews. After that, after my first meeting with Charlie, we became fast friends.
I knew Charlie from almost the beginning of his efforts. And he said, we are going to do something with young people that no one says can be done. No matter where the political curve was, Republicans in, Republicans out, Trump in, Trump out, Charlie was always building.
I was really struck by the massive crowds of people who would turn out to these campus events for him, to talk to him, to have the chance to see him in action. The energy was electric. And
By the way, don't forget to subscribe
and it was so cool to be
and
in an
share.
environment where people were gathering together really to celebrate free speech.
Who's a Democrat?
And to engage in that dialogue and that debate that really Charlie did uniquely, period, but also Charlie certainly did better than anyone else.
Charlie was showing up, challenging.
Who fucking cares, man?
To debate him on ideas.
You know what I'm saying? Who fucking cares?
Engage substantively.
His mission was to exercise
And caught up in
First Amendment
semantics. Who gives a
celebrate
shit?
and defend free speech, even if it's speech that you don't like or that you disagree with.
I tell Charlie, I'm too old to participate in Turning Point. He would say, no, you're not. You're there to mentor young women. And he cared so much about
But you see what they're...
everyone mentoring younger people in the next generation.
But you see how this is like a whole thing now?
Right, and we all know who he is. And he has a meaning to people my age, and older and a little bit younger. What was key
And this is going to allow to come after your political enemies. That's exactly what this is doing.
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith.
And the liberals will do it too.
Most important thing is my faith in my life.
The work he was doing really reminded me of Matthew chapter 9, when they say that the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. But Charlie was in the vineyard every day, making sure that the workers were plentiful to meet the moment.
But you saw this unique transition where he started to talk about his faith, talked about God.
Charlie did get bolder and bolder in his faith over time. Frankly, encouraging a lot of others, including myself, to do the same. And I had a chance to talk to him about this a little bit over the years. You look at the problems, the societal problems, the cultural problems, and trying to fix them simply at the political level won't get it done.
If you don't have faith, if you don't have a relationship with God, if you don't start a family, the true things that give you joy, you don't have anything in life.
Charlie exemplified what it meant to have a personal relationship with Christ. He exemplified what it meant to live life to the
So you want to
fullest.
smoke that?
All the conversations about politics are ultimately futile if we don't know that there is a God and it's not us. When you understand that, the things of the political world, which are important, they all become secondary. Because you realize the battlefield is not of this world. It's not a political battlefield. It's a spiritual battlefield.
Thank you, Dick. Yep.
Tax rates are great, and limited government's wonderful. But if you want to affect the human heart, if you want to affect the human life, again, that's not politics. This is humanity.
Andrew Breitbart famously said, politics is downstream of culture. And if you want to add to that, maybe Charlie Kirk taught us that culture is downstream of our faith. And so, yes, culture is more important than politics, but faith is what defines what kind of culture we live in, and Charlie understood that, and he lived it.
My current belief, and I think it's the right way of looking, is I'm far more interested in what God wants of me than what I want from God.
One word to describe Charlie Kirk. I look at him and think how powerful he is. So if I could think of one word, I think it's powerful.
Ethical, faithful, passion. Charlie lived with passion.
To ascribe one word for Charlie, it would be he was a force.
Personal. He's a man of courage.
He was resilient in his faith. He was resilient in his conviction. He was resilient in his knowledge of the Word of God, his love for the country, his knowledge of being a patriot.
Charlie was a man of honor, of character, love for God, and of course, love for his family. And that's what I believe he'll always be known for.
Well, to Charlie, I would say on this side of eternity, thank you for answering the call. And as a believer, I'll see him again.
For many of us in this country, we'll see him again. But I want to say thank you. Thank you for what you've done for so many of our young people.
Well, first of all, I would just express enormous gratitude. What you allowed God to unleash in our country, you were a really, really important vessel. You ran hard. And it's hard to even talk about his name in the past tense still. It's difficult to articulate the depth of gratitude that we should all hold for Charlie Kirk.
Charlie would not want anyone to.
Now, what do you want to bet me? Does this end with J.D. Vance or the president?
Stole him from us. I feel like
What do you think?
the message that the world is sending to Charlie Kirk.
You think so?
Is that his sacrifice certainly wasn't for God.
I have the greatest respect for Charlie.
Seriously, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your dreams, you
You're
lived your
sexy.
morals, you lived your passion, you lived your objectives. You didn't hold anything back. You left nothing on the table. You brought it all. You always brought it all, and you always brought it out there. And I love you for it.
Thank you for the inspiration, Charlie. Thank you for making yourself a
What
template.
dog whistles are you talking about? I'm just sitting here showing the news.
Courage, and you've given us an example to follow.
I'm trying to smoke a joint. I'm not sending dog whistles. The fuck is wrong with people?
Thank you for your faith. Thank you for being an example of how you treat and talk about your own wife, how you talk about your own kids. I think we are in need of great examples in America. And Charlie, you have been a great example.
We know that Charlie is now in the arms and the loving embrace of Jesus Christ, who he dedicated his life to. And in that knowledge, we too can rest in God's love.
Oh, it didn't go into any of
It
them.
turns out he was the turning point. And God had a higher purpose, an even greater purpose.
Okay. What? I don't know. All right, so that was a video by the government. So the cabinet members of the United States cabinet made that video about Charlie Kirk and sent that out. So that is different. Usually the government does it together like that to honor one person. So like I said, the huge issue here is the fact that so many, not only are so many people upset about it, this, goddamn, this is fucking got a monkey working the camera there. Okay. So not only are so many people upset that Charlie Kirk is dead, but the fact that now the left and the right are going to be using this, obviously, as some type of political divide. AI, dude, you're insane. You are out of your fucking mind. Are you kidding me? What are you, 8? Somebody said he was AI. Yeah, he's like, God, what is 2 + 2? It's like, what? What? Yeah, they are. People have shit for brains. I swear to God. Oh my God. Oh, Chris is okay. Okay, thank you, God. Okay, can I see your hand sanitizer real quick? So this right here is gonna make a divide. This won't. This is funeral service. Has to be done. Oh God! Oh, hand sanitizer in an open wound. Oh man. What? Why? What's he keep doing? Chris Fairley. Yeah, we don't have time for fucking assholes. Yeah, it's looking pretty full. Thank you, baby. By the way, don't forget to thumbs up and share and subscribe. Super chat if you got it. It is Sunday. I don't know what's that have to do with anything, right? Well, I'm not reporting people. I'm just. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, go for it. I just turned him off. Here you go. God, that stream is going. Was at 144p. Holy shit, dude. Yes, it does, Kara. It is. Ow.
I fight on my knees with my hands lifted high. Come on, let's lift it up. Here we go.
I hate contemporary church services. Yeah, here, let me see your lighter. Yeah, this is live. I hate contemporary church services. Ugh. It burned all the way down here. It burned halfway down the fucking joint. What the? I've never seen it that bad. You see that? Yeah, it's the worst video quality I've seen. My joint is canoeing so bad. What the fuck? How is it that bad?
Must put too much concentrate in it.
Jesus. Well, I put concentrate in a joint. And it's running so fucking bad. Never seen it that bad. I mean, this is a canoe I have never come across. Hiawatha would be proud. I mean, define hateful. That's the thing. Like, he wasn't calling for gas chambers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I would be considering hateful. You can find that on Twitter. So, like, you know, you got to see, like, relatively. Put a small dot on the joint and then roll it joint. Oh, yeah. That sounds like a good idea with that Keef joint there. I hate humans. I really hate humans. I swear to God. Maybe scientists are right. We need to get wiped out by an asteroid and start all over again. Oh, where you live at? Exactly. Don't forget about that girl that they stabbed on the train in the tram in North Carolina. A racially motivated hate crime against a Ukrainian girl. Broke the internet down to AOL modem. Show one example of what? Oh, of Charlie Kirk's hate? Yeah, there's none. Not really. Just him shit talking and people not liking it. Okay, hold on a second. There's currently 165,000 watching some of it.
As we finish up.
So hold on, we're gonna go to England for just a second. This is a Charlie Kirk memorial in England.
Turning Point UK here, just as we finished up at the vigil for Charlie Kirk in Hyde Park. Are you pleased with the turnout this afternoon? I'm really happy with the turnout. Obviously, we gathered together because of quite morbid reasons. It's horrific what's happened to Charlie. I just wish he was alive to see how many people across the world loved him, listened to his message, and now have actually picked up the microphone where he's dropped it and are going to march forwards and make his dream for Britain come true. Yeah, I love songs earlier.
Oh, that's funny.
Other people like
The
young
poor Americans. We do have shitty internet.
peaceful and respectful vigil today. Well, this is what we want to be. Ideally, wanted to do it at Speaker's Corner, but we thought, we can't trust people there.
It is BG.
Still come to
Here you go, baby.
Speaker's Corner's within throwing distance, but actually, it's largely gone.
So I'm trying to find inside of it. I want to find a perspective that's not from the news, if possible. But let's see. Charlie Kirk. So what is this? First Amendment absolutists should be buried with Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's murder proves free speech absolutism cannot withstand lies turned lethal. America must confront hate and incitement with lawful strength. Dude, fuck you. Whoever wrote that can kiss the fattest part of my ass. You do not need to be throwing people in jail and going after people for free speech violations, you fucking idiots. That's ridiculous nonsense. Right? That is just absolutely ridiculous nonsense, and I think we know that. So, anyway, obviously, Turning Point USA has Charlie Kirk's funeral. BG John just said that Associated Press has it. So we're doing that too. It's on Rumble. It's on fucking TikTok. It's not on TikTok. It's not on TikTok. No, they keep taking everybody down and restricting them on TikTok because they're a bunch of douchebags. So we got 130,000 watching. Yeah, doesn't it start at like 2? As a matter of fact, I have an idea. So what I'm going to do is I'll end this and come back when the politicians start talking. So people are still filing in while they're listening to some of this music. And frankly speaking, I've got some work to do and I got to take a shower because I've been on here way too long. So I'll be back later on once they start. We'll get that going because, yeah, and if you don't like me, block me, fuck your face. And if you like me, I have a Cash App. So, give me some money. See you later. Bye. We'll be right back.